전 세계에서 화제가 되고 있는 영어 미나리의 시사회 인터뷰 또한 엄청난 화제를 불러 일으키고 있습니다. 특히 윤여정 배우의 영어 인터뷰에 많은 사람들이 감탄과 찬사를 보내고 있는 상황인데요. 원어민들도 그녀의 인터뷰를 보고 대단하다며 혀를 내두르고 있다고 합니다. 어떠한 인터뷰인지 한번 같이 보실까요? 인터뷰 전체를 보시는 것 추천합니다. 윤여정
And Jacob, I want to bring out Han Yeri and Stephen Young. Playing Anne, I'd like to bring out Noel K. Cho. Playing our 할머니 and David, we got 윤여정의 and
So before I open up to the audience for questions, I think we're going to have to start out with Noel and Alan. I'd like to hear from you two, just now that the film's played a couple times and you've been able to see audience react to the film, what's this experience been like for you two?
It was...
Oh.
What was the question?
How's it been for you coming out here to show the film to audiences?
It was good.
Noel?
It was a great experience.
And Isaac, you mentioned at the beginning how this is a really personal story. Now that everyone's seen the film, can you kind of go in a little bit more detail about your connection to the story?
Yeah, I guess in a lot of ways this is...
Story. Now that everyone's seen the film, can you kind of go in a little bit more detail about your connection to the story?
Yeah, I guess in a lot of ways this is probably my most autobiographical film that I've done. It is kind of so surreal because, you know, a year ago I was even contemplating, like, am I going to have a chance to make another film? And one of the things that I was thinking of doing around that time, I thought, I just want to throw it all out there and kind of go for the film that I've always wanted to make, rather than thinking about one day telling the story of what it was like to be a kid. And yeah, I was reading different books and all these things, and the exercise I went through was to just start writing down memories from growing up in Arkansas. And I noticed that all the memories that I'm jotting down, it's all centered around a specific time, which is around the time that of my daughter's age. Like, my daughter's 6 years old right now. And I realized I'm really seeing the world a lot through her, and also trying to make sense of my own world. So anyway, I just focused on that kind of year, and I was noticing, wow, we ran from a tornado. My grandma burned down half our farm. There's a lot of stuff that happened, you know. So, and I'd always tell these stories to people when I'm living on the East Coast or West Coast, and they're always intrigued. But I always thought, it's boring. This is just, you know, stuff that I lived through. But looking at it, I saw that, okay, there is an arc here. There's a narrative arc and stuff, and it just flowed out of me as well. It was like something I was just burning to tell. So I put my whole heart into it.
Awesome. Question was about inspirations, novels, films, whatever.
A whole host of things, but I think the main book that got me, that really challenged me to do this was Willa Cather's book, My Antonia. That, you know, she kind of wrote a book about being on the farm in Nebraska, and there was a quote that she said about how her life had changed, her creative work had changed once she stopped admiring and she started remembering. And I kind of really related to that in the types of films that I was making up until now. And I wanted to do what she did, in which she invested so much in